Didi's latest fine on unlicensed cars. Drivers highlight the uncertainty of compliance in front of Hong Kong. Didi Global, China's leading ride-hailing company that will delist from the New York Stock Exchange due to Beijing's data security concerns, has been fined by local authorities for operating with unlicensed cars and drivers, a compliance issue that has dogged the company since its inception. With the firm aiming for a Hong Kong listing, where stricter compliance requirements apply, the development adds uncertainty to its plan to respond to the Chinese government's calls for better data protection and driver security. Didi was fined by 3 city transport authorities in Jinhua, Ningbo, and Linhai, all in the eastern Zhejiang province, for allocating rides to unlicensed cars and drivers on both its main Didi Chuxing app and budget ride-hailing app Waxiazu. The fines, which totaled 180,000 yuan, were issued between Monday and Wednesday, according to the official website of the Zhejiang provincial government. Didi did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Why is Grab different from ride-hailing giants Uber, Lyft, and Didi? Didi announced last week that it would start the work of delisting from NYSE and convert its American depository shares on that bourse into freely tradable shares on another exchange, after shareholders vote for the plan, as well as pursue a listing of its Class A ordinary shares on the main board of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The company did not give a reason for the delisting, but the move follows an investigation into the firm by the Cyberspace Administration of China. The regulator opened a cybersecurity review into Didi on July 2, 2 days after its $4.4 billion New York IPO. Soon after, the CAC launched cybersecurity reviews into other companies, and Beijing introduced new rules for Chinese companies listing overseas. The Hong Kong exchange has stricter compliance requirements for new listing. Rival ride-hailing company Didi applied for a Hong Kong listing in October 2020 and again in April this year, but both applications lapsed. After the Hong Kong lapses, China's ride-hailing industry turned to New York. Didi was not the only Chinese ride-hailing firm to try New York. Ant Group-backed Hello filed for a U.S. listing in April, which was Grab. In July, after the CAC drafted rules to initiate data security reviews into foreign listings by tech platforms that had data on more than 1 million users. Ant is an affiliate of the South China Morning Post owner Alibaba Group Holding. Didi's compliance record is not the best among its peers. Among 18 major ride-hailing platforms with 300,000 orders or more in October, Didi's main app and Waxiazu ranked 16th and 17th respectively in terms of regulatory compliance, according to the Ministry of Transport. In its U.S. prospectus, Didi warned of compliance risks, saying that it had obtained ride-hailing business permits for cities that collectively accounted for a majority of the total ride-hailing transaction value, but had not obtained the required permits for all cities, we are required to do so.